Here we are, near Pier 77 on the Sheboygan River. You saw we can see Lake Michigan from here. That was our goal today. Just see if we can get to where we can see the lake. I have no intention of taking an inflatable kayak out onto the lake. I'm sure it'd be fine, but there's rip currents and all that. Definitely not going to risk it today. This is just a relaxing day out on the water for me and Thor. Oh wow, right by Happy Rocks. That's where I got all my my rocks and crystals that are up on my altar that you've seen. Get a shot of that before we go ahead and paddle on out of here. Take one heck of a risk bringing this camera out here. That's why I bring my old one. If it gets destroyed, I mean, it's a shame to lose all of this footage, but it is what it is. I just figured we'd bring the camera out with us today. No real rhyme or reason to this video. Kind of sit here, talk. Have the camera between my legs on my backpack. Nice, horrible camera angle for you to enjoy. But that's what you got to do sometimes. We got a lot of shots of the city. It's overcast today, a lot of gray clouds. It's kind of beautiful though. Just hope we don't get a storm hits us while we're still out here. It's supposed to rain most of the week. That's why we're gonna go ahead and start headed back. I don't want to get too far away from the launch area today. Oh, would you believe there was a dead possum in the water today? Yeah, it was gross. I'm not gonna get that on camera. I was going to throw my kayak in and I saw something in the water. I'm like, what is that? And I look and it was this dead possum's body. Felt bad for the thing. I didn't want to get near that though. I didn't want Thor getting near it either. He's really chilling out today. Got a nice view of Thor chilling out there. He loves this. He saw me grabbing the kayak. He got all excited. He goes running down the stairs to try to get outside and get into the car. And the funny thing is, I actually grabbed the small kayak instead of the big one. I thought, he doesn't really like riding in the small one. It's a little too cramped. He likes having his space. We'll make it work. Got it all inflated and everything, and realized I didn't have all the pieces for the oars, so I had to go home and get the oars. So I figured might as well go ahead and grab the big one. Keep my boy happy. Right, Thor? Having a good time, buddy? Yeah? Yeah. It is gorgeous out here today. I've talked on here before about my dealing with depression and everything. I don't really talk too much about it, as I have had suicidal thoughts before. There are certain times in my life where it's been worse than others. Last year was really close. And last weekend again, I cut close. Spent over a week by myself in the house. No way to leave. Guess I'm clearly Canadian today. And it's that loneliness, you know? And I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad. But then it was just such a shock to hear that one of my fellow YouTubers took his life at the same time I almost did. Now, I never watched the guy's videos, but I knew of him. Seems like the type of person I would have get along with, honestly. Maybe now's the time to go back and watch some of his stuff. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to have those thoughts. Those are health issues, man. It's no joke. Some people don't take it seriously. They hear, oh, you're sad all the time. You don't have any reason to be. Well, no, you really don't. That's not how it works. Sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason to it. It's that chemical imbalance. I'm not on antidepressants. Discussed it with my therapist last year. My preference is not to be. The thing then is, though, you've really got to find your happiness and embrace it. Playing video games, or playing music, or being out here on the water, or walking through the state parks. They're all things that make me happy, but sometimes it's just not enough. For one thing, I gotta bring my boy Thor with me. Hey Thor, yeah, I gotta bring you with. It's not any fun alone. That's my biggest concern, is loneliness. You can sit back down, buddy. Thing is, sometimes you can't find your happiness. And even when you do, it feels like it's not enough. And it's something sort of amazing happened within the past week. I mean, after a weekend of almost ending it, I had heard from somebody from high school I hadn't heard from since high school. Somebody I figured had no idea really who it was, and we had classes together, we graduated together. I figured it was one of those, they didn't know who I was, and they remembered me. Apparently they had been telling somebody about me earlier in the week, and they're like, yeah, I was telling them you were the coolest guy and all this, and they sent a picture that was like the picture of me in our senior yearbook. And I told another friend about that, my friend Stephanie, and I told her, I was like, man, that really just makes my everything. It just struck me by such a surprise. Full disclosure, this was the girl I'd been crushing on pretty much all through high school. I mean, that was like 20 years ago, and it's so weird that something like that could just cheer me up. And honestly, this week wasn't a whole lot better than the week before it, but that helped me push through that, you know? It's that little act of kindness, that bit of being recognized, that you made an impact in somebody's life. That means so much. Don't ever be afraid to tell somebody, just even, hey, I remember you. You were awesome. Because that can make all the difference. So don't ever think you're insignificant. You've had to have made a positive impact in somebody's life. You just don't know it. That's why we need to tell each other this. I mean, I realize at this point, I'm kind of just rambling. It's kind of why we came out here. Do something we love. Be out in nature. Get my thoughts out there. That's the one thing about loneliness, let me tell you. You got a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, to sit around and think deeply about things. But that's how it goes. Spend a lot of time deep in thought, possibly too much time deep in thought. That might be my problem. Tell you what though, this guy here keeps me happy. This guy does, yeah. He's an old man though. He's 10 years old now. Yeah, you're an old man. Get out on the water on days like this, or get all of our state parks to visit. I actually considered going to one of the parks today, one I haven't gone to before. It's not too far away. I was thinking we could film there, but I thought, nah, let's stay around home. Get the kayak out. Get the camera, film a little. Show you the beautiful place in which I live. Who knows? Maybe this video will be somebody's happiness. Wouldn't that be something? Said it before, I'll say it again. My videos get out there and they can make somebody just a little bit happier. I've done my part. It just needs to resonate with one person. They helped me out this past week. The boy Bob Hammerstone, I almost called him Bib. Bib Hammerstone. Bob Hammerstone, I sent him a message on Thursday. I said, hey, you gonna stream tonight? Because I've been really depressed and lonely lately. I was like, I could use it. He messaged me back. He says, you know, I was gonna skip tonight just for you, man. I'm gonna get on there. So he got on there. He streamed for about an hour and played a bunch of different Bubble Bobble games, and also Bubble Ghost. I told him that another good puzzle action game on the Game Boy along with Bubble Ghost is Cat Trap. So maybe we'll get him to play some Cat Trap for us here. So what's my point for this video? Honestly, there really isn't one. I guess, to quote one of my all-time favorite movies, be excellent to each other.